Hello everyone. Today we are going to see the elements of assembly language programming in assembler. Learning outcome. At the end of this session, students will be able to explain the elements of assembly language programming in assembler. So basically the elements of the assembly language programming are assembler, assembly language, facilities of assembly language, types of assembly language statement. So in this video we will see assembler, assembly language and facilities of assembly language. Now first we will see assembler. So assembler is nothing but it is a language processor that converts the assembly language program to the machine language program. So here the input given to the assembler is the assembly language program, and during the converting that program, assembly language program to the machine language program, here assembler also check the errors. If there are any errors occur, it shows that errors, and here the assembler converts the given assembly language program into the machine language program. Now next we see the assembly language. Basically an assembly language is a machine dependent language. It is a low level programming language that is specific to the certain computer system, or we can say to the family of computer system. Here the assembly language provides the three basic features. First feature is the mnemonic operation codes, second one is the symbolic operands, and third one is the data declaration. So one by one we see these features. First feature of the assembly language is the mnemonic operation codes. So basically mnemonic operation code, it eliminates the need to memorize the numeric operation codes for each and every mnemonic. Second feature of the assembly language is the symbolic operands. So here we can assign the symbolic name with the data or the instructions. So here that symbolic operands, it is used as an operand in the assembly statement. And the third feature of the assembly language is the data declaration. So here data can be declared in a variety of notation, and including also the decimal notation in the instruction. So basically these are the three basic features that is provided by the assembly language. First one is the mnemonic operation code, symbolic operands and data declaration. So here we see with the help of example, consider the following assembly statement: move a register comma x. So in this statement we see which is the mnemonic operation code, which is the symbolic operand, and then we see the data declaration. So in this statement, move a register comma x. So here move is nothing but it is a mnemonic operation code. Next is the a register. A register is the symbolic operand. So here the register operand in the symbolic, and x. So x is the memory operand in the symbolic form. So here a register comma x, these are the two symbolic operands we specify in the instruction. Now consider this another assembly statement, x ds comma 5. So here in the assembly language we declare the data in this way. X is nothing but it is a symbolic name, ds is nothing but it is a declared storage, and the 5 is nothing but it reserves the 5 words of the memory for the symbolic name x. So in this way we declare the data in the assembly statement. Now next we will see the assembly language statement format. So in this way in which way we define the assembly language statement. Now basically the assembly language statement has the following format: label, opcode and operand specification. Now consider this example, again mult b register comma a. So in this statement again is nothing but it is a label. Basically label, it is a symbolic name and it is an optional field. Now next we see the opcodes. Opcode, so in here there are three columns are there: instruction opcode, assembly mnemonic and their remarks. So total 11 opcodes are there. First opcode is the 00. It is used for the mnemonic stop, and it is used for the stop the execution of the program. Second one is the opcode 01. It is used for the mnemonic add. Add mnemonic, it is used to perform the addition. Next opcode is the 02. 02 opcode, it is used for the mnemonic sub. Sub stands for it is used for the performing the subtraction operation. Next opcode is the 03. 03 opcode, it is used for the mnemonic mult, and it is used for performing the multiplication. Next opcode is the 04. 04 opcode, it is used for the assembly mnemonic MOVR. Basically MOVR, it is used for moving the content from the memory to the register. Next opcode is the 05. 05 opcode, it is used for the mnemonic MOVM. It is used for moving the content from the register to the memory. Next opcode is the 06. 06 numeric opcode, it is used for the mnemonic COMP. COMP stands for the comparison. So here the COMP, it compares and set the condition code. So here basically there are 6 condition codes are available. First condition code is the LT. LT stands for the less than. Second condition code is the LE. LE condition code stands for the less than equal to. Third condition code is the EQ. EQ stands for the equal to. Fourth condition code is the GT. GT stands for the greater than. Fifth condition code is G, greater than equal to, and the sixth condition code is any. So basically these 6 condition codes we used, and these condition codes are set when we compare, and according to that condition codes are used. Next numeric code is the 07. 07 opcode, it is used for the mnemonic BC. It is branch on condition. It is used for performing the branch on condition. Next numeric opcode is the 08. It is used for the mnemonic DIV. DIV, it is used for performing the division operation. Next opcode is the 09. 09 numeric opcode, it is used for the mnemonic read, and read, it is used for read the content into the register. And the last numeric opcode, it is a 10. It is used for the mnemonic print. It print the content of the register. So these are the opcodes we use in the assembly language statement. Now after seeing the opcodes, can you tell me which is the opcode for MOVR, read and MOVM? First option is the 04, 09 and 05. Second option is the 06, 05, 09. Third option is 05, 00, 10, and the fourth option is 02, 10 and 04. Pause the video and think on it. The opcode for the MOVR, read and MOVM are 04, 09, 05. For the MOVR, the opcode is 04. For the read, the opcode is 09. And for the MOVM, the opcode is 05. Now next we see the operand specification. How we define the operand specification in the assembly statement? So basically the operand specification has the following syntax: symbolic name plus displacement and index register. Now here we see how we specify the symbolic name as the operand in the operand specification. So consider this example. Here we just given the name as the area. So basically this area is nothing but it is a symbolic name, and it refers to the memory word with which the name area is associated. So in this way also we specify the symbolic name in the operand specification. The second way is what? Symbolic name plus displacement. So how we define the operand specification in this way? So here consider this example, area plus 5. So here area is nothing but it is a symbolic name, plus 5 is the displacement. So here it refers to the memory word 5 word away from the word with which the name area is associated. So here 5 is nothing but it is a displacement. The third way is defining the operand specification is the symbolic name and index register. In this way also we specify the operand specification. So consider this example, area in bracket 4. Basically it implies indexing the operand area with the index register, that is the operand address is obtained by adding the content of the index register 4 to the address of area. So here what we does, here we add the content of the index register 4 to the address of area, and then it refer to the operand address. Next is the symbolic name, displacement and index register. In this way also we specify the operand specification. Consider this example, area plus 5 in bracket 4. So area is nothing but it is a symbolic name, plus 5 is the displacement and 4 is the index register. So basically it is a combination of the previous two specification. So in this way we specify the operand specification in the assembly statement. These are the references. Thank you.